Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and today we are going to be making this diamond. This is the fourth diamond of this month. We are going to be making the Pansy diamond, and you're going to need 4 blues. We get green. You're going to need 4 different colors of blue. So you got a background color, we have the light blue, a medium blue, and a dark blue, and then you'll need a yellow. So there's several colors that we're going to be working with, and I am so excited about this pansy because it's one of my favorite flowers. So we're going to get started. We're going to start out with a green. And then we're going to make a slip knot. Alright, so we're going to chain 2. And then in the second chain from the hook, you're going to put a single crochet and 2 doubles in there. And that is the falling leaf stitch. That is also 1 square. So for following this pattern, each square, 1 square. Row 1 is 1 square. Row 2 will be 2 squares. So let's do row 2. Chain 2 and turn. And we'll always chain 2 and turn. Alright, and until we get after row 25. But from row 1 to row 25, you are going to do chain 2 and turn. Alright, so we're going to, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that falling leaf stitch in there, which is the single and the 2 doubles. And then you're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and in the third stitch, which is the single that we made, we're going to go into that one. We will always work in a single crochet. You'll never work in the doubles. You'll always be skipping over the doubles. Alright. So there is 2 squares done. And that's row 2. Now, row 3. We're going to chain 2 and turn. And let me make sure, yep, you can make sure I have my camera set right. So we have, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to make the first green square. Alright, and then we are going to, I'm going to use this darker blue. I'm trying to think of what's the name of this blue. This is called Dark Country. And the I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Alright, so what I did in that last one and how you change colors is you don't finish that last double crochet. You bring the color through the last 2 of that, and then we're going to bring all of our colors over here and carry them. Alright, so this next square is blue, or this darker blue. Alright. I don't want to finish that off. I am going to go into this, I'm switching colors because this is green. So this pattern always has a border as well, and so you will always start with green, you will always end with green because of the border around it. So there is 3. 1, 2, and 3 squares done. Alright, so we just finished off 3 rows. And then we want to mark those off. Okay. Row 4, we're going to chain 2 and turn. And we're going to start our first square in the second chain from the hook like we always do. But we are going to switch to blue right here. In the middle we have 2 blues. So we have a green on each side of 2 blues. There we go. And then I'm going to switch over to green for the last square. And then, of course, you'll have 4 squares in this row because it is row 4. So as you noticed, every row it goes up by 1 square. So, alright, so row 5, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These first rows are so easy. So, we're going to start our square in that second chain from the hook. And then switch over to blue, and this time we're going to have 3 blues in the middle. So we have green, 3 blues, and green. Alright, switching over to green to finish off this row with it. And that was row 5. So row 6, we're going to chain 2 and turn. And the same thing, we've got 4 blues in the middle this time. So we'll start out with our green, and then we need to switch over to our blue. One more blue. And now switching over to the green to finish off this row. And there you have it. So there is 6 rows done now. So let's go ahead and mark off those 3. All right. Now, chain 1 or chain 2 and turn, and in row 7 it is green, 5 blue and green. And of course that makes up 7 squares. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then here's the last square. Alright, so that was 7. Row 8. Chain 2 and turn. We start out with our green and we need to go over, we are needing 6 blue this time. So there's 1. And of course I'm carrying my green as I go, so I can use it on the other side. 2. 3. 4. 5. And then this is 6. There we go. And our green. Alright, so there is row 8. And that's what it looks like so far. Let's mark off 7 and 8. So we're going to start the leaves of our pansy next. So this changes a little bit now. So we're going to chain 2 and turn, and we need to start out with our green square here. And then switch over to our blue. And then we are just going to do 1 blue. Switching back over to the green. We've got to do 7 green. So it's green, blue, and then 7 green. So there's 1. Well, wait a minute. We don't need to carry this blue because we don't need this. We don't need that blue later on. We're going to leave that blue there. We're just going to take the green over. We don't need to carry that blue. Alright, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7. Chain 2 and turn. Alright, row 10. We are going to start out with 7 green, then we need 2 blue, and we're going to end up with 1 green then. So there's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is 7. And now we're going to switch over to our blue while we carry this green. We are going to need 2 blue. So there's 1. And 2. And now this is green. In the end. And this is row 10. And of course you should have 10 squares, so, but that's what it looks like. All right, let's mark those 2 rows off. All right, so row 11, chain 2 and turn. We're going to start out with 1 green in the beginning. And then we're going to switch over to our blue. And we're going to need 3 blue here. So there's 1. 2. And 3. And now we need 4 green. But we've got to carry the blue this time because we're going to need it later after these 4 green. So there's 2, 3, and 4. Switching over to the blue, and now we just need 1 blue and 2 green to finish off this row. So we're switching over back to the green after this blue, and now we just need 2 green. Alright, chain 2 and turn for row 12. But that's what it looks like so far. Starting in the second chain from the hook. We're going to start out with 3 green in this row. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Then we need to switch over to the blue, and we are going to be needing 3 blue. We've got to carry this green with us. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now we're going to switch back over to green. Oh, wait a minute. I did not do that right. Alright, sorry. We only need 1 blue. I don't know where I got 3 at. I was looking at 11. We already did 11. Okay. We only need 1 blue there. Switching over to green. We need 3 green. So we need 3 green now. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then switching back to the blue, we need 4 blue, and 4 blue and 1 green should finish off this row. So there's 2, 3, 4. Switching back to the green. And finishing it off with the green. That is 12 rows right there. So we've got 11 and 12. Now we're just going to go row by row so we don't get confused. All right. And if you ever get stuck and don't know, like you go away from it and don't know what row you're actually on, all you got to do is count these. You know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you know you're on row 12 and what row you should be going on next. Alright, so row 13 is next. And we are going to start out with the 1 green. So we are going to need to turn and bring this blue up. And we need 5 blue. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course it would knot up. Alright. So we have 3. We need 2 more because we need 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is the 4th one I'm working on right now. And there's 4, and then this one is 5. And then we need 2 green. And then we need to switch over to blue. And we need 2 blue. Here's the second blue. And then back to green. And we need 1 green. And then we need 1 blue and 1 green to finish it off with. And there we have it. So that's row 13. So we're bringing in the colors of the flower is coming up next. Yes, I did do that right. All right. And make sure I have those all in order. So chain 2 and turn. And we are starting this row out. This is 14 with 1 green. And then we're going to switch over to blue. And we are going to need 1 blue here. And then switching back over to the green. We are going to need 2 green. then switching back to the blue, we need 2 of blue, and these are the background color blue. Now we're going to, this is a really light blue, it's more like a sky blue that we're adding in. And we need 2 of those. And then now we're going to leave this blue behind and bring in the background color again. The background blue. And we need 5 of those. So 5 of our background blue and 1 green should finish off this row. So there's 3, 4, and 5. Switching back to the green and finishing it off with the green. Alright, and that, as you can see, that the leaf right here is starting with the, wow, that's cool. Okay, so that was row 14, so let's mark it off. We're going to add more colors in this next row. So we're going to chain 2 and turn. And we're going to start in our second chain from the hook. We are starting out with 1 green and 5 blue. So this is our background color that we're going into next. And so I need 5 of these. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Then we're going to bring up this light blue. I did do 5, right? Yes. And we need 2 light blue. So there's 1. And 2. Then we're going to bring in this medium blue. And we only need 1 of those. Oh. And we're going to leave this light blue behind, right there. So we're going to put the medium blue in here. Lots of blues this time. I'm going to leave that medium blue behind and bring up my background color. So I'm going to need that. Alright. We need one background color blue. And then we're going to switch back to our green. And we need one of those. So we're going blue, green, all the way across, the rest of the way across. We're just going to switch off. Blue, green, blue, green. And we're just going to end up with green in the end, of course. So that's six, we're doing that with 6. So there's 3. Wait a minute, did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 6. Yeah. Green, blue, green, yeah. That's it. Alright, let's switch back over to the green then. And this one is green. Alright, so there's what it looks like now, and that's row 15. Let's mark it off. And get ready for 16. So we're going to chain 2 and turn. And we're going to start our square in the second chain from the hook. We are at green and then a background color, and then we need to switch over to green, and now we need 2 green. And then we're going to switch back over to the background color, and we need 1 background color blue. And then switching back to the green. We need that. 1 green. Alright, now we're bringing this medium blue over. And we are needing 3 medium blues next. So there's 1, 2, and then we're going to bring this baby blue up here, this light blue, because we are going to need it in the next one. So bring in the baby blue. And we just need 1 of those. 1 baby blue. And then we're going to go to our background color while we're leaving that baby blue behind. And we need 5 background blues. Need to pull some yarn out of there. And then a green to finish off this row. So 5 background blues and a green. So there's 3. 4. And 5. And then there's our green. So that is row 16, and that's what it looks like so far. Okay, so row 17, chain 2 and turn. And let's start our first square in that second chain from the hook. And so we've got 1 green, and then we're going to go back. We're going to go to our background blue next. And then there's 1. We need 5 of them. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Alright, so we need the light blue next. And we just need one light blue. Alright, so then we need the medium blue. And we need 4 of those. But this light blue, hang on a second. This light blue can stay behind because I ain't going to need it. Hang on. Put that over there. There we go. Now we can switch. And then carry these 2. We need 4 of these medium blues. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we are going to green. We're going to leave that medium blue behind, and then we're just going to do 1 green, then go to the dark background blue and do 1 of those. And now we're going to go back to the green, and now we need 2 green. And then the background blue. We just need 1 black background blue and 1 green to finish off this row. And then there is row 17 completely finished. Alright, so let's mark it off. So row 18 is next. Let's get ready for that. Chain 2 and turn. So it's 1 green, 1 background blue, and 1 green to start out with. Oh my goodness, that's not true. That's not right. Alright. Alright, we're in 18. So we need 5 green. We're starting out with 5 green. So there's 1. 2. We're bringing up this background blue and carrying with me, because I'm going to need that at the end of these 5. 3. 4. and 5. Now I need the background blue. So we need one of those and a green. All right, now we need the medium blue. And you're going to need four medium blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. And then we're going to switch off. Oh, there it is. Switch off to the baby blue. I'm going to leave that medium blue back there. And we just need one of those. Right here. And then we're going to leave that behind. And we need to go to the background blue next. And we need 5 background blue and a green. Should finish off this row. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right. And there we have that. All right, so that is row 18. That's what it looks like. We're going to do row 19 next. So let's chain 2 and turn. And starting in the second chain from the hook with our green, and then we need to switch over to the blue. And we need 6 of these background blues. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And this is 6. Alright, and now we are needing 4 medium blue. So let's bring the medium blue over, pull it in, but at the same time we're bringing up this baby blue with us, so we're going to put it in there as we're going to need that. So it's 4 medium blue. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we need our baby blue. So bring that up. Try to keep these in order so they don't get tangled. I need 2 baby blue next. So there's 1. And 2. And then we need to go back to our medium blue and put 1 in there, our medium blue. Alright, I should have left this dark black background blue back here and left it there because I didn't need it at the end here. And then we're going to have 1 medium, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green to finish off this row. So we'll let you get that finished off camera, and then I'm going to back up and I'm going to fix this so this background blue stays over here, and I didn't need to bring that with me. So I will be back for row 20 then. Alright, so row 20, chain 2 and turn. We're starting out with 5 green in row 20. So starting out with the second chain from the hook. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And now we're going to go to our medium blue next. We need 3 medium blue. So there's 2. We're bringing up this light blue with us because we're going to need it later. After this. This is the 3rd one. And now we're going to switch over to the light blue. And we need 2 of those. Carrying our medium blue with us. Oh, we only need the 1 light blue. Wait a minute, sorry. Goodness gracious. Alright, hang on. So 1 light blue. And then we're going to go back to the medium blue. And we need 3 of those again. But we're not... Yeah, we're going to need that light blue, so we're going to take it with us too. We need the light blue again. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're not going to need this medium blue anymore. Let's bring in the light blue and do 3 of those. So I'm bringing up this background color blue with me so that I have that for later. So this is 2. And 3. Now we're going to the background color blue. And we are needing 4 of those, and 1 green should finish up this row. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Alright, there's 20 rows. Awesome. Alright, so we need to switch over. To row 21 is next. So chain 2 and turn. So we'll start out with our first green square and go to our background color. And we are needing 4 of those. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Then we need our light blue. This background color is going to stay here because we really don't need it. So wait a minute, let's switch over. Let's put that back. Okay, light blue, background color going back there. Alright, so now we need one light blue, and then we need to bring in this medium blue. So let's carry our light blue. We've got a lot of light and mediums going on here. So now we need one medium blue. And then we are switching back over to our light blue. Hang on a second. Alright. And we need one light blue again. Switching over to our medium. And we are needing 3 medium blues next. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to go back to the light blue, and we need 1 light blue. And then switching back over to the medium blue. And we are needing 3 medium blue next. Oh, wait a minute. We need 4 medium blue, I mean. Because we already did that. Okay. We're needing 4. So there's 1. Hang on a second. Because there's no use in taking this light blue with us anymore. We need to leave it there. Alright, 1. 2. 3. And 4. Back to our green. And now we are needing 5 green. So there's 1. That should finish off this row. 2. 3. 4. And then 5 is at the end here. That is row 21. So there it is so far. We can see how the flower is coming up, and there's the stem and the leaves. All right, let's mark 21 off. All right, so row 22. We're going to chain 2 and turn, and we're going to start out with 5 green squares starting in the second chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to the medium blue, and we are needing 2 of those. Well, that's interesting. That looks like the same thing. All right, so this it looks like I'm gonna have to check out my pattern. I don't know. All right, I have to figure something out, and I will be right back. All right, I've got it figured out. So we need 5 medium blue, and we started out with 5 green, and now we need 5 medium blue. So I have 2 in there. Let's put 3 more. One more we need. And then we need to bring up this baby blue, or very light blue we've got here. We need 1 of these. And then we're going to switch over to the medium blue again. And we need 2 of them. And then the baby blue again. We need to leave this medium blue behind here. Did I do that right? All right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baby blue. Medium blue. 1 baby blue. 2 medium blue. Alright. We are going to need that. Now we need 1 baby blue again. And then back to the 2 medium blue again. Now we can leave that behind and go to our baby blue and put that in. We only need 1 of those. And then we need the background blue. And we need 4 of those. And a green. That should finish off this row. That's 3 and 4. And then we'll switch over to green. And there it is. Alright, so far so good. This is looking good. We need to mark off 22 and do 23 next. Chain 2 and turn. So we're going to start off with 1 green in the second chain from the hook. And then go to our background color, and we need 4 of those. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And then we're going to our baby blue. Hope if we got the stitch, the whole stitch. Here it is. Come on. And making sure I don't need that. Do I? I will need it down here. So we're just going to carry this background blue with us all the way to the other end, because we're going to need it in the next row. So there is a 1 light blue and We need to bring in our medium blue next. And we need 2 medium blue. So there's 1, and 2, and then go back to our light blue. We need 1 light blue here. And then we're going to go back to our medium blue and do 5 of them. It is doing that again. That's weird. Alright. So we need 5 medium blue now. And I am not going to need this light blue anymore. So we're going to leave it there. Alright, so I need 5 of these medium blues. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're bringing in a navy blue. So now we're going to need a navy blue. Bringing in another color. We need 2 navy blues next. So there's 1 and 2. And then we'll leave it behind. We need the medium blue, and we need 3 of those. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And now we need to switch over to green. I'm going to carry this background blue for a couple more here. So there's 1, 2. Actually, I'm just going to carry it all the way. We need 5 of them. Oh no, there was a problem. I only had 4 left. What did I do? Alright, let me see what we did here. We needed 1 green, 1, 2, 3, 4 background blues. 1 light blue, 2 medium, 1 light blue, and then there was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 dark blue, and then 3 it should be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3. Did I skip something back here? It doesn't look like I did. This doesn't look right. Alright. So, I think I made a mistake clear back here, but there's supposed to be 5 green at the end. Alright. And I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to go off camera and fix it, and then I'll be back to show you what it really is supposed to look like. Okay. I figured out something went wrong, but the computer messed up, I think. So this is what it is. This row 23 is 1 green, 4 background blue, 1 a baby blue, 2 medium blue, 1 baby blue, 4 medium blue, 2 navy blue, 3 medium blue, and then 5 green to start to end up with. Okay? Alright. I followed my chart, but the computer messed up. It added in an extra one. I don't know why it did that. So that's really weird. Alright, so chain 2 and turn. And this is 24. So I'm starting, we're starting out with 2 green. And I'm going to bring this background blue with me. And then we need to go to the background blue. And we need 4 of those. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I need to, we're on 24. We're going to bring this background blue with us because we're going to need it. Alright, so now we are going to medium blue. And we need 2 of those. So there's 1 and 2. All right. Now we're going to need our navy blue. We need 3 navy blue. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We are needing to bring the baby blue up. But we are leaving, hang on, we're leaving this navy blue behind because there's no use in carrying it if we don't need it anymore. Alright. Alright, so we need 1 baby blue here. And then we need a medium blue. We need actually 2 medium blue. Yes, 2 medium blue. So there's 1, and 2, and then we're going to go for a baby blue again. And then back to the medium blue. We need 3 of them. So there's 1. This is 1. 2. And 3. So we're done with that medium blue. We're going to leave it behind. But we are needing this baby blue. We need 1 more baby blue. Where are you at? Alright. So 1 baby blue here. And then all we need is 4 background blues. And a green to finish off this row. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. Then we're going to switch over to our green and finish it off. And there is row 24. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Yep. That was so weird in row 23 that that was printed out that way, because that wasn't right. Alright, so that's 24. 25, we're going to chain 2 and turn. And we're going to start out with our green in the second chain from the hook. And we only need 1. And then we're going to go to our background blue. And we need 5 of them. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And now we are needing to go to this medium blue. Next, we are not needing this baby blue on this row, but I am going to pull it up and leave it here because we will be needing it. You know what? We are really not going to be. I'm actually just going to cut that off because we're going to be needing that baby blue elsewhere. I'm just going to cut this one off. And then we'll bring it in row 26 when we get there. But we're not really going to need that baby blue in this row at all, because it comes in a different place in row 26 anyway, so we'll just cut that off. We need 5 medium blues next. So there's 2. 3. 4. 5. Alright, so we've got this. I'm trying to keep this in order so I don't need, it doesn't tangle. Alright. We are going to need this navy blue next. Where are you at? Oh, it's right here. Alright. And we need 1 navy blue here. And then we're going to switch back over to our medium blue. And we need 2 medium blue. There's too many blues. Alright. And then back to our navy blue again. And now we need 3 navy blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. And then now we're going back to our medium blue. And we need 2 of those. So there's 1 and 2. And then we're going back to the background color. And we need 5 of these. So there's 1, 2, so it's 5 background colors and a green to finish off this row. There's 3, 4, and 5. And let's switch over to our green. Finish it off. Alright. So now let's look at our flower here. So this is what we have so far, and this is 25 rows. You should have 25 squares too. So can you see the flower roll? Oh, there we go. So anyway, there is our flower so far. We just finished 23, 24, and 25. Now when we come back tomorrow, we will be doing this 26. This is half of the diamond is done. So the other half, we're going to be starting to decreasing on both ends when we go from 26 to 49. 26 to 49. So, alright. I hope you guys are having fun making this diamond. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.